Indiana basketball's first exhibition, courtesy of Big Ten Plus. We were able to get some eyes on this, and I think vibes are at an all-time high for Indiana athletics right now. 107-46, they defeat Marian, school in Indiana that I believe is an NAIA school. You would probably know better than I do. Does
hmm
Marian have any sort of reputation in your mind as a good or bad basketball program?
They've had some good players. They actually last year, because I think Indiana played Marion, they had this kid named Gus Etchinson, who I know he played at Western, then he transferred to Marion. I think he might have went back in the portal. He's at another low major D1 right now, but Marion's had some players.
Yeah. Okay, all right. There's the scout on Marion. Well, 61-point win for Darren DeFries's Indiana Hoosiers. If you're an Indiana fan, like I said, I think you're ecstatic with this for a variety of reasons. Number one, Tucker DeVries looks like an all Big Ten player. He was amazing. Number two, Trent Sisley looks like the future of this program. He was amazing. We'll hit on it. Number three, and this probably should have been number one, your team hit 15 threes and shot 50% from the 3-point line.
One more time, please.
15 made threes, shot 50% from the 3-point line.
I don't want to be irritating, but I'm gonna need that one more time.
They were 15 for 30 from three. That is 50% from the 3-point line. Gone are the days of Mike Woodson. Indiana fans should be ecstatic.
Yeah, don't care if they were playing against cones, because I don't think that any Indiana team of the past could have went 15 for 30 in any setting. I don't think they could have picked out Pi, Psi, whatever frat they got down there in Bloomington, and I don't think they would have went 15 for 30 from three against that team. That's what you want from this team. You want Tucker DeVries being a guy that can knock down shots. Trent Sisley was incredible in this game. I know I pointed out on a couple episodes we've done about like Trent Sisley being in a bigger role on this team, possibly being, that third or fourth guy on this team that steps up with Lamar and with Tucker DeVries. And look, they shot 50% from three in a game where Lamar Wilkerson shot 2 for 6.
Yep.
That's impeccable, truly impeccable. And I think it's what you want to see, and I think that's what they need to lean into, right? And I think, you want to see in a game in a setting like this, shoot the way you shoot, dominate on the glass because you are that dominant on the glass over a team like Marion, which they did, and dominate the basketball game. That's really what it is. Like there was no moment of sleepiness. There was no moment of like lull in this game from the minute the ball tipped off. Marion was down 40-2. Like I know it wasn't 40-2, but like that's how they did it. And we watched last year's Indiana team. They were so sluggish, man. They were struggling with anybody and everybody whenever they played in the first half. And you didn't see that in this game. I thought it was a different level of just asserting your dominance. Like, yes, they should win the game in this fashion and play the game like this, but for them to actually do it should make you feel good about it. You should feel good about how they shot the ball. And yeah, like Tucker DeVries, 23 points, 6 assists in this game, 5 of 7 for three, 5 rebounds. It's sometimes it gets lost in translation of how good this guy has been at the Division 1 level and like what he could be for this Indiana team.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably shouldn't take anything huge one way or the other away from a game against an NAIA opponent. However, I'm me and I can take huge things away from anything. Like if I go get a drive-through coffee and it takes 7 minutes for them to bring the coffee out, I can take away the fact that she had a shitty day, she's going through a breakup, and that she's a little step slow because she has some personal issues at home right now, right? Like things that have no meaning will have huge meaning in my worldview. That's how this works. Um, Indiana was stellar, flawless, 10 out of 10 performance in this game. I think everything you would want to see as an Indiana Hoosiers fan was there. You have Tom Crean tweeting after this game, it's been a while since a team shot like that at Indiana, which is objectively hilarious. Tom Crean would like to remind you that he had teams that could do this. Um, Tucker's awesome. I've made jokes about how Tucker looked out of shape this offseason. None of that was relevant in this game. 23, 6, and 5. Reminder that a fully healthy Tucker DeVries playing for his dad is one of the best players in the country. There
Mhm.
have been multiple times in the last 4 years that Tucker DeVries and Darren DeVries together have turned Tucker DeVries into like a top 20 player in America. And I don't feel like Tucker's been talked that way in Big Ten circles for some reason, partially because we don't know if it's like him or Lamar Wilkerson. They might have to split the ball. But to me, this is a very early sign. Like if Tucker is fully healthy this year, which we believe he is, he will be Indiana's best player. He will be one of the best players in the entire country, let alone the conference. And he's very good. He's just really good. He can do everything at the guard spot with the size that he has. So he looked great. Trent Sisley's probably the bigger story to me because damn,
Damn,
you kept a kid in state that Purdue wanted in the middle of a coaching change,
I want it as well.
and he now looks like a guy that probably is like a 4 year killer. I mean, 23 points from Sisley, 8 for 10. He hit four threes. His jumper is not gorgeous. Like he kind of has this weird like sideways
Mhm.
form, but it just goes in and it goes in incredibly pure. He had a poster dunk in this game as well. He had 3 assists in this game as well. He led Indiana in minutes, and if he's this good, he's not going to make all his threes every game. But if he's this good, I don't know how you keep him on the bench for long. Dion, you okay? You look a little sweaty.
So every August, September, my air conditioning breaks, and there's just nothing I can do about it.
Dude, that's tough. Out in California too. Like, I mean, what is it, like 80 degrees still there today?
Today's gonna be like 85, 90, but like peak summer, it gets like 110. My AC just doesn't ever hold up.
I mean, it sounds like it's a bummer that you can't take advantage of Duncan Mechanical Solutions because Duncan Mechanical Solutions is an HVAC company based in Angola, servicing the tri state area, bringing commercial quality to the residential world with excellent customer service. You heard us talk about Duncan Mechanical last summer. If you need heating or air conditioning, kitchen or bath remodeling, or all of the above, Duncan Mechanical is the place to go in the Midwest. Go to DuncanMechanicalSolutions.com to take advantage and make sure you don't wind up like Dion.
Yeah, would you like me to state my Hoosiers?
Please.
Thank you. Blessed to be in this position to do so. Tatum Conaway at my one, Lamar Wilkerson at my two. Exchange them any way you want between Tucker and Sisley being the three or the four, whatever you want to say. And then, right now, I think I'll go Reed Bailey at the five. Maybe with that lineup, I want Sam Alexis at the five to bring the physicality that I might lack with a 3-4 of DeVries and Sisley. But I think that's the best version of Indiana.
Yeah. I just think he's one of the best five players for sure. I like your vision. Wilkerson with a quiet night, only 2 for 6 from three, 8 points, sixth leading scorer for Indiana. Do we care?
No, because I do think a little bit of Lamar Wilkerson is going to be not feast or famine, because I think the famine's not going to be as bad as you think, but like this would be famine version. You know what I'm saying? Like a 10-point game where maybe he doesn't shoot the ball as well, but also he'll come back the next game and he'll have 27 with seven threes.
I think he's gonna have games where he can't miss and he goes for 30, and then he's gonna have games where he looks bored.
Yeah.
This was a bored Lamar Wilkerson game.
Yeah. Very much so.
But I'm okay with that because they were up 60 and other guys were playing incredible.
Yeah. Fair.
Also, would make the argument, I think it's better for Indiana if Lamar Wilkerson doesn't have to be their everything.
I could see that argument.
Like if he's a comes and goes guy, but Tucker DeVries is every game the best player. Tatum Connerway is every game a great facilitator. Trent Sisley is every game productive. And Lamar Wilkerson is like the swing piece where when he makes all his threes, they're unbeatable. When he's quiet, they're a little more beatable. I think that team has a higher ceiling than a team that needs 30 from Wilkerson every game.
Yeah. And I think they got some pieces that would make it easier not to do that, basically.
Yeah. We heard a lot from Darren DeVries ahead of this game about how sick or hurt this team was. Maybe not sick. I think it was hurt, banged up. We might only play 7 or 8 players, is what he was saying. Now, by my count, they had the 5 starters, Sisley, Alexis, Asimovic, and Jasime Miles off the bench as guys that like might actually play. Then you had some walk-ons that also got like 10 minutes in this game. Didn't feel as banged up as they're rumored to be, though. I think that's a good early sign. Am I
Yeah,
am I misreading that?
I think guys like Dorn would probably factor in. You don't know what Jason Drake would do. I feel like he's been out all summer for them, but yeah, I feel like they got their guys though, their main core.
Asimovic like gave you stuff. I think he could give you bench minutes.
Yeah, I think he could definitely give you a little bit, but I think the strength in this team is in the top. They're not a depth team. They're
Yeah.
a lean on major guys team.
I think you got at least 9 guys that can play right now, though, which is more than DeVries was implying a couple days ago. So that's a win. Alexis with a double double off the bench, 13 points, 10 rebounds. If you are trying to do like Sam Alexis versus Reed Bailey, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist to 2 turnovers. Sam Alexis, I thought was definitively better, also had 3 blocks to Reed Bailey, 0. Every
Yeah.
time we watch this team play, Alexis pops more than Bailey to me. Do you think that that's going to continue long term?
I just think they're different. They're just completely polar opposite players. I think Reed Bailey like can do some floor stretching stuff, whereas Sam Alexis is just physical down low. So it's really what you want to do. I think Alexis probably factors in more given what I think the other pieces are on the team. But I can see why Bailey, like if you have Bailey on the floor as your five, you have five shooters basically
Yeah.
at all times.
I would just play Alexis more. That's what I would do. I think he's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect Alexis to do this against an NAIA front court.
That's fair. Want to see it in other forms, but yeah, that's fair. I said this before, and I'm doubling and tripling down on this. This team reminds me so much of early Beeline, Michigan. They're going to be so annoying to play. Like they're not the most talented team in the world, but they're going to be the team that could hit 15 threes and beat you any given game. They're going to have super smart, well-coached offense, and they're just going to like be better than the talent on the roster. And I don't know if that means bubble team in year 1 or what. Beeline had a really good bubble team, and then he had a team that missed the tournament that was supposed to be really good. But it just I get like Manny Harris era Michigan vibes from this team, which was a really fun version of a basketball team,
That
even
was
if they
fun. That
weren't
was
that
good.
good.
That was fun. That was a fun team.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look at Indiana.
yeah. Don't you miss Mike Woodson?
No. Last but not least, Marian's bad too, for what it's worth.
Oh, thanks for saving that for the final 5 seconds of the video.
Bad team. Real bad team.